Dear students, welcome to our lesson today, Module 10, Top Stars, Part 2. Learning objectives. To use the present perfect simple tense and the past simple tense in speaking and writing. Now I want you to open your student book page 117 and your workbook page 102. Let's move together now to Grammar Books 117 student book. Let's read grammar books together. Past simple. My mom made my favorite food yesterday. We didn't live in this house 3 years ago. Did you peel the potatoes in the morning? Yes, I did. Or no, I didn't. Good. These sentences are excellent in the past simple. Here, notice that we use verb to, and in the negative form we use didn't plus verb 1. In the present perfect simple, we use have plus verb 3. Let's read the examples together. I have already eaten lunch. We haven't traveled to Paris yet. Have you ever visited a factory? Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't. So, dear students, remember present perfect simple, have or has plus verb 3. Very good. Now, when do we use the past simple tense? Past simple tense is used for past actions ended, not connected to the present. So something you did before, okay, and not connected to the present. But the present perfect simple tense is used for past actions connected to the present. For example, I have visited my friends in Jordan many times, but I didn't visit them last year. So here, I have visited my friends. This is connected to present many times. I didn't visit them last year is not connected to the present. Now, let's make a comparison between present perfect simple and past simple. Alright, so number 1, here we have the pronouns I, you, we, they, and the plural nouns, plus have and the past participle, which is the verb 3. In the negative form, we add not to the auxiliary verb have. Okay, and the singular form, he, she, it, and singular noun, has plus past participle. In the negative form, we add not to the auxiliary verb has. Very good. Let's take examples. I have just written a letter to my friend. Ali hasn't written a letter yet. Very good. And the question form, have you written a letter yet? Now let's move to past simple. With are, you, we, they, and a plural noun, we use verb to. In the regular form, we add ed or d. And with he, she, it, singular noun, also we use verb to. For example, played and visited. Let's take some examples here for the past simple. I visited my friend last week. I didn't visit my friend last week. This is the negative form. And remember, in the negative form, we use didn't plus verb 1. And the question, yes or no question form, did you visit your friend last week? We use the auxiliary verb did. Very good. Now, time expressions for both past simple and present perfect simple. Time expressions we use for past simple. Here, for example, we have yesterday, last week, last month, last year, and ago. So 2 hours ago, 3 months ago, 2 years ago. And we have once, when I was, for example, when I was a kid, I played the piano. In the past, which refers to the past simple. In the present perfect simple, we have time expressions such as so far, since, for, ever, never for the negative form, and already and just. If you notice, the time expressions in the present perfect simple refers that the time is connected to present. Very good. Now, my dear students, let's move to workbook page 102. Read and circle. Here, we should choose the correct time expression and the correct verb form sometimes. For example, number 1, Mary took my silk scarf last month or since May. Now, the verb took is excellent, verb 2. So the correct time expression should be very good, last month, which refers to past simple. We chose last month because it refers to past simple and the verb is past simple, verb 2. Now, number 2, my dad has had his car for 5 years or 5 years ago. For 5 years, yes, this is present perfect. Yes, simple time expression. 5 years ago, this is past simple time expression. So we go back to the verb, has had. This is very good. This is present perfect simple. So the correct answer for 5 years. Very good. Number 3, we haven't seen Aisha last week or for a week. Here, last week is past simple time expression, and for week is present perfect simple time expression. So we go back to the verb haven't seen. This is what? Very good. This is present perfect simple. So the correct answer is for a week. Very good. I didn't visit the park yet or last weekend. Yes, yet. This is present perfect time expression. And last weekend, this is past simple time expression. The verb didn't visit is past simple. So the correct answer is very good indeed, last week. Number 5, have you finished your homework yesterday or yet? Yesterday is, yes, past simple time expression, and yet, present perfect time expression. The correct answer, yes. We should go back to the verb, have you finished? So we have and finished. This is present perfect simple. So the correct answer is yet. Very good. Number 6, the children have known or knew each other for 8 nights. Here we should choose the correct form of the verb. Okay, we go back to the time expression. The time expression for 8 years. For 8 years is very good. Present perfect simple time expression. So the correct answer, have known. And have known is past present perfect simple. Very good. Number 7, how long or when have you lived in your flat? this is a question, we should know which one to use, how long or when. Now, the verb is present perfect simple, have plus verb 3. Have you left? So the correct yes time expression is how long. Very good, because we use how long for present perfect simple, and when we use it for yes past simple. Number 8, my mother didn't cook or hasn't cooked lunch yesterday because we went to a restaurant. Here we should, very good, we should choose the correct verb form. Didn't cook, past simple, or hasn't cooked, present perfect simple. Now we go back to time expression to know which is the correct tense. Yesterday is the time expression, and it refers to past simple. Very good. So the correct answer, didn't cook. Very good indeed. You did a great job today. Very good, my dear students. Make sure you write the correct answers. Circle the correct answers in your workbook. Very good. Now, let's move to exercise number 3. Read and complete. Use the past simple or present perfect simple and the verbs in brackets. Now, number 1. Here, number 1 is already done. So let's read it and discuss it. They have returned from Madrid. They returned last night. Note the sentence number 1. They have returned from Madrid is connected to the present. So they are no more in Madrid. But sentence number 2, they returned last night. Here we have time expression, last night. So they returned last night. The time expression refers to past simple. Very good. Be careful. Let's do number 2. Gina, her maths homework. So Gina, very good. We should use the present perfect simple. Gina has done. This is correct. Yes. But this morning refers to past simple, so should be very good indeed. Did. She did it this morning. Very good. Number 3, Jamil, the cat. Jamil, yes, has fed the cat because it's connected to present. He, it, an hour ago. Ago refers to past simple. Very good indeed. So we should use verb 2. He fed it an hour ago. And number 4, I to New York. I have been to New York. Yes. And I blank there last winter. Time expression last winter refers to past simple. Very good. So B, the correct form of be in the past simple is was with I. Very good. I was there last winter. Very good indeed. You did a great job today. Make sure you write the correct answers in your workbook, my dear students. You can pause the video and write the answers and take your time. Very good. Excellent. Here, in this exercise, yes, what should we do? Number 5, look at the items below, put tick next to the things you have done, and then write when you did them. Then ask and answer in pairs. You can practice this at home. For example, plant vegetables. Have you ever planted vegetables? Yes, I have. I planted some beans last year. So we are asking about things that you have done. And when you specify the time, when you want to say the time, you should use it in the simple past. So number 1, plant vegetables, correct. Yes, the time last year. See wild animals. For example, have you ever seen wild animals? Yes, I have. I saw some wild animals. Yes, 2 weeks ago. Very good. Let's take another example. Eat sushi. Have you ever eaten sushi? Yes, I have. I ate sushi last week. Very good indeed. Here we have meet a famous person. Have you ever met a famous person? Yes, I have. I met someone last year. Very good indeed. You did a great job today, my dear students. Thank you, and try to practice using the present perfect, simple, and past simple tense. See you next time. You did a great job today. Make sure you write the correct answers and tick the list here. Okay, thank you, my dear students, and see you next time.